Have you ever read a line that just stops you in your tracks? Chances are it was using a powerful little secret weapon, antithesis. It's the art of contrast. And today, we are going to unlock it. And trust me, once you learn how to spot it, you're going to start seeing it everywhere.
So really, how do they do it? How can a simple line in a poem or a story hit you with so much force? How does it feel so tense, so meaningful, so complete? Well, the answer often lies in this brilliant little device that just loves to play with opposites.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with what antithesis actually is. Then we'll dive into the raw power of opposition. After that, I'm going to give you a detective's toolkit so you can spot it yourself. And then we'll see it in action and figure out why this simple trick is just so incredibly important.
Okay, first things first. What exactly are we talking about here?
At its core, antithesis is really simple, but oh so powerful. It's all about putting two opposite ideas right next to each other, side by side, in the same sentence. See, the magic isn't just that they're opposites, it's that they're so close. That immediate collision of ideas is what creates the spark. But why is this so effective? Well, it's because our brains are basically wired to understand things through contrast. When you put two extremes together, you don't just see them as opposites. You see each one more clearly, more intensely than you would on its own. And look at these pairs. What's so interesting here is how fundamental they are, right? Antithesis works by pairing ideas just like these: hope against despair, light against darkness. This isn't just some clever word game. It taps directly into the basic tensions of being human, and that creates instant emotional power.
And you gotta know, this is always intentional. A writer uses antithesis to make an idea stick in your head, to sharpen its meaning, and to deliver both an emotional punch and a moment of real clarity, all at the same time. It's elegant, it's efficient, and it is incredibly effective.
Okay, so now let's make this practical. I'm going to give you a simple 5-trick toolkit that's going to turn you into an antithesis detective. You'll be able to spot this device with total confidence no matter where you find it. Here they are, the 5 tricks. First, just look for direct opposites. Simple. Second, make sure they're right next to each other. Third, check out the sentence structure. Is it balanced? Does it feel like a scale? Fourth, look for those bigger philosophical contrasts, like life versus death. And finally, the ultimate test. Does the line pull you in two opposite directions at once? If the answer is yes, you've almost certainly found antithesis. All right, let's head over to our gallery and put this toolkit to the test with some real examples. This is where the theory really comes to life. Okay, let's start with this line. Just let it sit for a second. Can you feel that? That immediate pull between two conflicting ideas. And boom, there it is. Trick number 1, look for opposites. We've got silence in the exact same thought as loudest. It's a perfect, clean example. That sharp contrast is exactly what makes the line so powerful.
Okay, how about this one? The structure itself feels really deliberate, doesn't it? Kind of like it's been perfectly balanced.
This is a textbook example of trick number 3, balance. The sentence is built like a little scale with that some others phrasing. It's weighing two opposite ideas against each other, searching for glory on one side, fleeing from fame on the other. Beautiful.
Here's another beautiful, simple line that just packs a huge philosophical punch.
Here, the direct contrast of short and long does all the heavy lifting. And this shows off trick number 4, that big philosophical contrast. It's using simple physical opposites to reveal a much deeper truth about the difference between physical distance and emotional experience.
So we can spot it, we can define it, but what's the big deal? Why does this device have such a lasting impact on literature? Why do writers keep coming back to it over and over again?
Well, it's because it does so much work. Antithesis makes abstract concepts like love or betrayal feel concrete and clear. It creates these unforgettable lines that just have a natural rhythm and balance. And ultimately, it boosts the emotional and philosophical weight of the words without needing a lot of them. It's elegance and power all rolled into one. So if you remember just one thing from this explainer, make it this. With antithesis, contrast is everything. It's the key word. When you find two opposing ideas put side by side in a single line to create an effect, that's antithesis at work. And let's end with an absolute classic. This line is maybe the most famous example of antithesis out there. It perfectly balances two ideas, the common human flaw of making mistakes against the godlike virtue of forgiveness. It's simple, it's profound, and it's totally unforgettable.
So the power of antithesis is all about creating meaning through contrast. You've got the detective's toolkit now, so the real question is, where are you going to spot it next? A song lyric, a famous speech, maybe your favorite novel? Keep your eyes open. I think you'll be surprised what you find. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.